Hey guys, my name's Ariana Rose. Welcome to my channel Beach Inspired. This is my first favorites video and it is August favorites. So I have some cool things to share with you guys today. I'm going to start off with sort of skincare products. I recently got this when I made a trip to Namies. It's the MD Solar Sciences Evening Facial Repair Serum, and I have been loving this. I use it at night, and it does have retinol in it, so just keep that in mind. But it is just so silky when you put it on your skin, and it just really helps make your skin like super nice and vibrant, helps even out the texture and the coloring. This is just an overall win for me. I'm really happy that I got it. My second skincare favorite is its Potent Eye Cream from Benefit. And this is just a good solid eye cream. It just sort of helps to depuff and just sort of smooth and hydrate. I've been using this morning and night. And my favorite deodorant is the, I don't even know, the Lavanila, the healthy deodorant. And this is not like the most amazing smell in the world to me, but I'm happy that I made this switch because I've always used antiperspirant and I was like, this is so bad for you. I need to switch to something better. And if you're one of those people, then just stick with it, because after like the first week, you'll notice that you don't smell as bad and that this helps. I feel like when you stop using an antiperspirant, you're sort of like go through a weird transition where using like something like this doesn't really help. But if you get through that little hump, then it works and it's amazing. I just throw it in my bag and sort of touch up when I need to throughout the day. But it's nice and moisturizing and it is healthy, so that's a good thing. Okay, so moving on to hair care. I have finally found a combo of products that makes my hair sort of stay and allows me to not have to wash my hair every single day. If you don't know, my hair is very, very fine. I have like, you know, a medium amount of hair, but it's very baby fine and very straight, so it doesn't really do anything. But I have been using the Drybar Texas Tea Volumizing hairspray and the Mai Tai Spritzer, which is a sea salt spray, and you put these both in your hair when they're wet. You can use this one also when it's dry, but I would only do that if I had like longer hair and wanted like a really dirty sort of beachy look. But I use these two together, only like 2 to 3 sprays of this because it can get intense and sort of like really grippy. But that's what I like about it. It gives my hair enough grip to where it will stay in a style. It doesn't feel the best. It's not going to feel like soft and smooth, but for my hair, it's nice to have that option of having a lot more grip to my hair so I can actually make it do stuff. And then I'll use these two products on my hair when it is dry. And I love this Detox dry shampoo. It's not my favorite scent. I would like to find like a dry shampoo that I also love the smell of. But I'll put this in my hair even like right after I style it or before I go to bed, so that way it never gets to the point where it's oily, because for my hair, if it does, then it's just over. So if I just keep up with a little dry shampoo, it adds enough texture and volume, and then that helps my style stay longer. And then this, I love the smell of, and I love what it does. It's not a dry shampoo, but it's like a dry texturizer. So I will just sort of spray this on my roots and just sort of like scrunch it up, and it just helps to add like a little bit of volume and extra texture. So I've been using these this whole past month and I really enjoy them, and they're definitely my favorites. Now, moving on to makeup, I'll start with brushes, and my favorite brushes are these guys here. I discovered them like about a month ago, and I've been using them non-stop this last month. And they're the Sephora Pro Flawless airbrush, the foundation brush and the concealer brush. And that's exactly what I use them for. Or if you watch my highlight and contour video, I also use this for that. And then another one of my favorite brushes is the Zoeva 228 crease brush. And I love it because it has like a really nice point to it, but it's not too pointy, so where you can only like get in the crease. It blends everything too really well. And I just love the size of the handle, and it's just sort of really like thin but not too thin, and it just feels really good in your hand. And it's really light too. I just like right as soon as I got this brush I was obsessed with it. So yeah, definitely a favorite. Then since I did Zoeva, I'll go on to this. I also ordered this when I got that brush and some other brushes, but this is their blush, and it is in the color Shy Beauty. It's a really pretty, like, light peachy color. When I got it, I was like, that's really, really light, but it surprised me. It actually has a lot of, like, color to it when you put it on your cheek. It's not super light and chalky. It's really, really pretty. It's like a pinky peach color. And I have been loving this. I got another color, but this is definitely my favorite one. Now, moving on to lip products. I don't know what it's been this past month, but I've been really liking drugstore products, which I usually love, like my high-end lipsticks, and I'm obsessed with them. But this last month, I don't know, I've just been loving them. And I really like these Revlon Colorburst matte lip balms. And these are two really pretty colors. This is like a lighter coral, and then this is more of a deeper reddish coral. And they're super pretty. The trick with these though is that you just want to make sure your lips are nice and moisturized and they're not flaky at all. And then less is more, because if you get too much, then it definitely will accentuate any sort of dry patches you have on your lips. But they wear really nicely and they're beautiful, and I love just having the crayon sort of like applicator to put on. I don't know. Love these. Then my last lippy is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. And this, when I got it, I was like, meh, I probably don't like the shade. It's a little too dark. But I just picked it up this last month, and I've been wearing it a lot. I really like it. It's pretty. It dries down matte, and it stays on like throughout the whole day. I've been pairing this with like MAC Subculture lip liner, and then I'll just pop like a little bit of hue on top of it just to lighten it up in the center a little bit. But it's really pretty alone too. It's just like has a little bit of a peachy tone, but it's nice and nude. I like it. It's really pretty. I've been enjoying it. Next, I've been using this all the time, also in videos too, but it's the Hourglass palette of the ambient lighting powders, and it has these 3 colors here, and I've just been using this for like everything on my cheeks. Like this color, what is it, Dim Light. It looks really light, but when it's on my skin tone, it creates just sort of like a really pretty like bronzy glow, and I'll use that sort of like, if I put a contour, I'll put it on top to sort of like warm it up and give me more of a bronzed look, or I'll just use it as a bronzer. And then this center shade here is this super pretty highlight shade, and it's nice because it isn't super intense, so when you want like a softer highlight that just makes you look like you're glowing, this is perfect. And then this other shade here, I don't get as much use out of because it's pretty similar, not in tone, but in shade to my skin color. So I sometimes will mix it with the highlight if I want like a really, really soft highlight or glow on like the high points of my face. But yeah, I love this. I'm super glad I picked it up. These powders are absolutely amazing. And I use the, yeah, and I use the Ethereal Light all the time to set my under eye concealer. Obviously, I use a lot of it because these powders last forever. But yeah, these powders are absolutely amazing. All right, so I was a little late on the Lorac Pro Palette game. I recently picked this up, and this last month I've been using it all the time, and this is the original one. I know they just came out with a new palette, but I liked these colors better. They're just really pretty neutral shades. I usually use like the taupe, a little bit of the rosy colors, and then the like golden or the neutrally highlight shades. I haven't really played around with these darker shades in here, just because I don't normally use colors like that on a daily basis. But this palette is like really solid, pretty much has everything you need. The only thing that I wish it had was like a really pretty like warm tone shade, like sort of like taupe but just like warmer, and then I would like use this non-stop. But it's still definitely a favorite. I grab for it pretty much like every single day to use at least one color out of here, and the shadows are just so creamy and they go on beautifully, and I love them. They're definitely a win. My last favorite for the month is something I was also pretty late on this game as well. It's the Anastasia contour kit, and I know she just came out with the book and she came out with all these other shades, and I have not gotten my hands on those ones, but I finally decided to take the plunge and try these ones out. And if you watched my highlight contour video, you saw me use these, and they are just really pretty. They're go on nice, and they are very blendable and smooth and creamy. And this highlighter shade too is really pretty. It's like soft, but gives you like enough boom to like have a nice like medium intense highlight. And yeah, I love these. The only thing is if you have like my shade of skin or my lightness of skin to lighter, these highlight shades here are definitely too dark for like setting my under eye, and that's why I like to mix it with like a lighter powder like the MAC Pro Emphasize. But still, they're great tones, they're great shades. It's nice to have the ability to mix different powders to get the look that you want. So love it. Alright, so that's it for my August favorites. I cannot believe that it's already September. This is so crazy. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next video. And if you want to see a tutorial on this makeup look, I will be uploading that this week. So keep an eye out for it. And I will see you then. Bye guys.